Hello, everyone. Jane here
Hello.
from Youre Weight Loss.
Here
Hi.
we are. Here we are.
Here we are. I'm doing my funny face.
It's
It's
good.
all awkward when I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hi. Okay. So
Hi.
we're going to be totally transparent. We just did 14 epic minutes of funniness. And then something crashed and happened with our podcast. And we posted it because we feel like it needed to happen. So that was like our intro of this podcast, which is the calorie deficit review.
Yep. We couldn't, it was too good to let it die. And yeah, we're just going to try and figure out this tech stuff. We need more teenagers, more youngins in our life.
You think so? I think so too. Or more Googling.
Or just like a geeky tech guy.
I like it.
Maybe we could ask that guy that knows that you were gone for a poop if he wants to help us with our podcast.
I cannot believe it. I cannot. That was too much. Friggin' Neil.
And you're always Team Neil. You're like, no, he's fine. Neil's fine. He's fine. I think he's so funny. And I'm like,
You guys couldn't keep it was so silent without me there. So we needed to talk about we needed to fill the air with something. Is that what happened?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to why today. Why today do we want to talk about calorie deficit?
Okay, we want to talk about calorie deficit today because we are launching our fall membership, obviously. And I think, and part of our fall membership is choosing happiness. And it's so mindset driven. It's so focused on your values, your priorities, and all this stuff. And I really think that people, one, will not let their brains attach to that content until they know how they're going to lose weight. And two, feel like this is an important, easy piece that can happen quickly. We can give you this, hammer it, bam, done. Then you can work on the long, hard stuff, to be honest.
And you know what? We get that comment. We've gotten that comment quite often on TikTok. It's like, okay, well, if it's as simple as, calorie deficit, then why would we need you type thing? And I'm like, why would you need us? Because that is just the knowledge piece, how to embrace it and adjust it and find your way forever and ever and be happy while you're finding your way. All of that is what we help you with. To think that, and that's why our approach is different. And I think because when you think of everyone else trying to help people lose weight, we help people lose weight, Leash. That is what we do, right? But we help them in a way that allows them to feel in control, to make their own choices, to make sure they're taking into account their happiness, their priorities, their values. No one else does that. Basically, they're like, hello, you'd like to lose weight. Okay, well, I know that it's calorie deficit, so I'm just going to give you a meal plan that's going to put you in a calorie deficit. I'm not going to ask you they might ask you what you like to eat, but that's what you like right now. Is that what you're going to like next week or next year? It's just, and then they charge you these insane amounts of, this is going to be $250 for 6 weeks. And that's not sustainable for your budget and what you want to be able to give out there. And so everything, I can't say it enough. Our program is designed for the long-term weight loss success. From start to finish.
Yeah.
Even down to the friggin' price.
Yeah.
$40 a month is a subscription, is something that I was thinking about it, and that's legit one coffee a day. One cheap coffee a day, from Tim Hortons, a small one. That's $1.50 a day. And you saying not sure, I can afford it. It's just not a priority. You totally can afford your coffee every single day and you go for it and you don't even think about it. Right. And you're like, oh, this is just part of my lifestyle. That is what our members feel about Youre weight loss. We have members that have been members for years and they're like, it's just a part of my lifestyle. I need it to feel at my best, just like your coffee,
Absolutely. We're adding value to their life. I don't know if a small Tim Hortons coffee is adding value to anyone's life. No offense, but I know we are for sure.
Absolutely. And think about, that's $1.50 a day. Think about what you can do in a day of content, in a day as a Youre weight loss member. The coffee's done in 5 minutes. They've given you 5 minutes of value. And I just feel like sometimes we just don't see it. And that's the diet mentality. That's the industry you've been a part of. And so you've just always been a part of that. This has an end, right? But I'm pretty sure that when you start going to the gym and you know this is a lifestyle change and you're not already thinking about when this is over, if you are doing it for the reasons you have, like if you're not for the, I don't want to say right reasons, but no one's asking when the gym membership's over. It's over when you no longer want to make the gym a priority.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah. It's
so
so simple.
So simple. Yeah.
Yeah. So, obviously you guys have heard us talk, and if you want to lose weight and you want to actually keep your weight off and you want to lose weight in a sustainable way. I talked a lot about this week on Sneak Peek too, which is our open Facebook group. If you guys are interested in that, go check that out. Just Your Weight Loss Sneak Peek. But I talked a lot about just like why this is different. And it's because we're going to do this slow. We're going to do this in a way where you're not miserable. We're going to do this. We're going to find your way. And obviously, in order for you to believe, you need to believe us that there is no bad food, that you can eat 12 times a day or 2 times a day, that you can eat at night, that you don't have to eat breakfast, that you can still drink beer, that you can eat cookies. Like, you need to believe us first, and then you will have the confidence to build your way.
And the only thing that builds confidence is experience.
I agree.
And I think that they want they want the confidence to believe and to trust and to whatever, but that takes time. And what is experience? That's time and showing up and learning and go. Like you do it and you experience it. And because we want to talk about calorie deficit first, because this piece is like, it's legit something that we can teach you in less than 20 minutes, but you experiencing it and experimenting it and trying it and living it and trusting it. Now that takes time. And then you have to do all of that while you have to do that your way, okay, while living your life and making sure while you're doing this, you're prioritizing you, what you value, what you prefer, what you prioritize, what you believe in, what you value. Like, that shit doesn't happen in 20 minutes. Like,
no, that's a lifelong commitment there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's that piece but we do believe, and we said that last time, is you need to understand this to be able to fully see the value of your weight loss.
Yeah, you have to believe this to have the confidence to try a few things.
Yeah.
See how good it's going, and then you build on that.
Yeah. And what Alicia said, like that list of things she said, like that you can eat cookies, that you can eat at night, that you can eat twice a day or 12 times a day, that does not matter. All of that might be blowing your mind right now. Because maybe it's the first time you're listening to us, and you're like, what are these girls are saying? Like, I've been told my whole life that there was this magical way of doing things. But I want you to sit there and say, but here I am. Like, you're still where you are with all of these magical formulas that the diet industry has tried to sell you. And we're 2 women that have helped thousands, normal people like us. We've lost the weight. We've lost 70 pounds. We have lived it. We have experienced it. We believe it. We teach it. And we're telling you, like, we're living humans telling you, hello, I'm Alicia and I'm Jose, and we've both lost 70 pounds and we are keeping it off now I'm over a decade. Alicia's going on her 5th year, and we love life and we're actually happy. It's pretty easy to be us. We don't chase motivation. We just like wake up every morning and we're just who we want to be. And you're like, holy crap. Versus the diet industry selling you, hey, either you don't even know who you're talking to, or it's someone that has never lived that life and is trying to sell you some sort of magical meal plan that's going to apparently work for 6 weeks or 12 weeks. And then what's next? What's after that? So we're going above and beyond here, and we're kind of taking the back door, si tu veux, and we're attacking your language and all of that noise. And that's what we're doing, Paul.
all of the noise. There is a lot of noise. And you know what, guys? It is not your fault.
Yeah.
We also grew up at the time where diets were like just starting, like really like sexy and going. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's going to be like when our girls grow up. Will it still be a diet industry world? I don't know. But, you know, there was Atkins, there was the cabbage soup diet, there was da 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 da. So it's not your fault. We grew up in a time where we thought that we had to follow a specific set of rules to lose weight. And every diet works, guys. Every single diet works. The reason why they work is their rules put you in a calorie deficit. Now, the word work is what we need to talk about, though. They work short term because the rules are not your rules. So you need to find a way to make your own rules that fit your life, your values, your priorities that create a calorie deficit for you.
And this answers perfectly, Alicia. The number one question: how do I stay motivated? And so it's like Alicia said, does it really work? It's because they're not your rules. So they're really hard for you to follow. Therefore, you fall off track and can't stay motivated because you don't want to keep eating chili for lunch, or you don't want to keep eating avocado toast because you don't really like it and you don't value that. And you don't want to be this person that does that. And you miss the old person. Honestly, you miss you. You miss what you value most of the time.
Absolutely. And I had a few questions from people asked me, and I realized how they were asking those questions made me realize that they are assuming miserableness while losing weight. Deprivation, hunger, you know, white knuckling it, suffering through. And I realized that all the questions they were asking me, clearly every experience they'd ever had in the past that was weight loss was negative.
Ben oui. And yes, absolutely. Wasn't that your experience? That was mine. Like I always felt like I needed, and I always felt like I needed to, okay, I'm going to be completely transparent and honest. Every time I would join something to lose weight, I knew there was, I knew I wanted to lose weight. Losing weight was a part of who I wanted to be from the beginning, you guys. I didn't know those words. Maybe I didn't use these words, but I chased my own happiness a lot, and it always included wanting to lose weight. Who I wanted to be was not the overweight friend or the obese girl on the boat, or that was never who I wanted to be. I was never comfortable in that skin. It was just not who I was meant to be. And I would keep joining, keep joining. And if you're wondering, like, okay, well, how did this all came about? Like, how did you guys all start with this way of doing things? And it's legit me sitting there with the rules. The diets I've done they have given me rules, and I'm looking around and I don't understand why I have these rules when other people that are not dealing with obesity are not following those rules. That was always a big part of the conversation in my head. And that's where it didn't make sense to me. These rules that were set to me every time I would join something to get rules. But then I would always be confused by why my neighbor can eat a banana after 3 p.m., yet I can't. Like, I wasn't just obeying to the rules. I needed to understand why that was my rule. And
do you know what? You are like that in life. Like I've seen you do that. And you're not like, it's not like you won't follow rules. You're like, no problem. Please explain that rule to me. Why is that the rule?
Right. I am
like that's like at school. You were like, fine, that's the rule. Why?
So true. I'm like, why are we doing this? We need
why?
To. Yes, okay.
And I love that about you. And we actually spend a lot of our time doing shit that you look back, you're like, interesting. Why do we do this?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. The shooting and the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that that's a part of my personality from the get-go. And obviously it's gotten me to reflect so deeply about weight loss and living that obesity life and wanting weight loss for the good. That weight loss can be a beautiful journey, and it can bring you so much joy. I'm going to say that it can bring you so much joy because then you're living the life you've always wanted to live. That's how I've always seen weight loss. And so that's why I think that we are in the weight loss industry. It is what it is. But men, aren't we just like, we're so in the middle here, and we're like this space that I know there's others that feel like me, that are like, I'm not trying to get abs to impress the people on the beach. I am just trying to be who I want to be. And I feel trapped in my skin right now.
Yeah.
And I want out. Yet I am being pulled in two different ways. I'm either being pulled in the way of suck it up, you look great, this is good enough, that this is not important, but you're like, but shit, it is for me, like you're like, but it is for me though, but you're being pulled in that way because that's what 2021 is saying. And then the other piece of 2021 is like fitness, abs, like it's like we're just here in the middle, and you're basically taking your own steps towards us, because it's like, hello, your weight loss, you have been what we've been waiting for this whole time of, I know there's better for me, yet don't tell me what to do, because I need to figure this out and I want to figure this out. These are the people that fit in with your weight loss.
Yeah.
They are turned off, like legit zero horny about a meal plan. Like,
Oh,
ew. Like
ew.
when people are like, I need more guidance, I'm like, that is the last thing that you need to change the fact that you think you need more guidance with your nutrition.
I know. Oh my gosh,
That is
I
a
know.
limiting belief. You do not need more guidance with your nutrition.
No, you do not need someone to tell you what to eat, you guys. You have your own meal plan, your meal plan. We need to just tweak it, adjust it. It's
Yeah,
actually probably more
you
your
already have
habits.
a freaking meal plan. Like
It's
you
your
already have one.
it's your habits we need to work on. It's your thoughts. That's what we need to work on.
And like it is so this is the thing. We're gonna go right into it, okay, Leash? It's been
Okay.
60 minutes.
It's going well.
It's going really well. If you
Mhm.
add up the 14 minutes from before, we're out at 30
Mhm.
minutes. But here's
Mm.
the thing, you guys. It is so it's as simple as saying, okay? And I'm gonna put in a timeline of a month. Let's go a month because it's a good timeline, okay?
Okay.
If you have not lost weight in the last month, do not question anything. Do not question your amount of fried clams or your amount of ice cream or your amount of salads. If you have not lost weight in the last month, let's go with like you stayed the same. You just created a lifestyle in last month that you weren't in a calorie deficit, but you were also not in a surplus. You just like your lifestyle is that you burn as many calories just being you and living your life as you eat.
Yeah.
That's don't take in protein or sugar or ice cream or broccoli, okay? It's just
Yes.
whatever you did this month is what it is, and you just stayed the same.
Yeah, it's
It's
important that you don't say, "Oh, it's because I drank wine every night. It's
because of camping.
because of camping, because of this." No, 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 no. It's dangerous, that dramatic statement, but when you blame one thing or one event, or no, it's all of it. It's the lifestyle. It's everything all put together.
It's your movement. It's your lifestyle of, do you move your body? Do you not? And I actually I'm going to put this out in there. I had a good conversation with a friend, and she's been slowly gaining. Okay. And she is just sent me a message and was like, she goes, okay, she's gained 3 pounds, I would say, since the last time she messaged me, was like 2 months ago. And I'm like, okay, she goes, oh, summer's not easy. That's what she said. And I said, you're right. Totally. Summer's not easy. But I said to her, it's literally, you've been in a slow surplus because it's been so slow. Like it's been 3 pounds in 2 months. So like it's nothing major. And I said, you're clearly eating just in a slow surplus right now. See, I'm not saying like it's clearly because of camping and you're eating too many proteins. Like I'm not naming anything that she's eating. All
Yeah.
I'm saying is that her current lifestyle in the past 2 months, she's been in a slow surplus. She's been gaining very slowly. And I said to her, I've stayed the same this summer, but what the difference between you and I is, I said, I move a lot, and you don't move your body. So if you've been camping, which brings on probably more high calorie foods, but she's also not like me. She's not in volume. She can legit eat 3 bites of her poutine and leave it. So that's why she's not overweight, because she doesn't eat salads. She doesn't whatever. She eats whatever she wants, but she also doesn't move her body at all. Like doesn't go for walks, doesn't do anything. So I'm like, if you knew summer doesn't have to be that hard. You didn't have to gain this 3 pounds because you're pimping.
Yeah.
I said you could have upped your calories out and it would have probably stayed the same,
Mhm.
She's like, such a good point. And I said, do you like this lifestyle of 143? How do you feel in your skin, basically? She's like, right now I'm enjoying it. I'm like, cool, carry on. No drama there.
Yeah.
Like, carry on. Like,
I
but
love
she's
that.
like, shit, I gained 3 pounds in the last 2 months. I'm like, but do you care? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Do you care? Like,
Again, again, society is like weight gain bad. Act
exactly. I'm like, do you care? Do you like this lifestyle? She's like, right now I am. I'm like, cool, then carry on. When you no longer feel good in your skin,
Yep.
when this lifestyle is no longer who you want to be,
Yep.
you'll make those changes.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, let's go back. The last month you've lost weight. So
Okay.
let's say in the last month you've lost weight. Do not say it's because I've joined the gym or I've eaten more salads or I've, stopped going eating out. It's not this one thing. It's you've in the last month, your lifestyle have represented, hello, here I am. You've created a calorie deficit this last month. This is what you've done. Your lifestyle has done that. All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
And if you've
I
gained weight, you've created a surplus. Done.
and I love that. And will you just take the like drama out of any choices when you say it that way? It's the lifestyle, it's everything. And that makes you realize how sometimes we demonize one specific thing. And so we're so hyper focused on, oh, it's because I drink wine every night. We're not even also thinking about all of the other things because maybe you want to keep the damn wine. Like, I support you, right? But we're like, oh, I can't lose weight. I drink wine every night. But there's so many other things that you could be adjusting and tweaking.
Yes.
And
You're
you're
paying
just,
this one thing.
yes,
The one thing
yes,
you love most often. You do
yes,
that, which is the worst part.
yes. Okay. Did we
Okay.
talk about calorie deficit yet?
Here's the thing. This is the number one question we get. How do I know if I'm in a calorie deficit?
I did an
Because
entire live on Sneak Peek about that. You guys need to go
they
watch
need to
that.
go. Yeah, they do need
Okay.
to go.
Go watch that.
Now, the thing is that this is where you're gonna be upset, maybe. You're gonna be like, oh, I can't be that simple. Okay. But it legit is. But it's simple, yet you need to figure out what that means for you. How you, with this knowledge you now have, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
And that's on you, okay? So when people say, how do I know if I'm a calorie deficit? Because if you follow your weight loss, you also know that we highly recommend that you do not track calories. We try to let go of every single like numbers. We're like,
Yep.
let go, let go, let go, because they create drama, they create feelings, and too much math. Like, we don't have time for math. Okay.
Math free. This is a math free zone.
Math free. You know what, guys? If you were in a calorie deficit this last month, you would have lost weight. That's how your body tells you, hey, you've been in a calorie deficit. You've lost weight. The scale will go down after a while. It will. And we're talking about the normal, like the humans, all the normal humans. That's if you're in a calorie deficit. Now, to be in a calorie deficit, it looks different for every single person.
That's what I was going to say. So, as much as we're saying it's simple, okay, we get that there are some people, the exception though, certainly not the rule, that have extra circumstances. Now, even regular humans, like short people, you do not burn as many calories as us tall people. Old people, you do not burn as many calories as a 20-year-old. All of these things are what we say they're your baggage for the calorie deficit party. So we all have baggage. Females, being females, we don't burn as much calories as our husbands. So at the end of the day, let's not focus on what's in our suitcase and what our baggage is. Let's just say, okay, I need to work with what I got. This is where I am. These are my obstacles. And pretty much every single person has something in that bag. And
Yes.
some of it is like actual facts about them, right? Like they're female, they're older, they're short. And some of them is just like, our grocery bill is not a lot. Or, my husband, I'm a single parent, so leaving my house to go for a walk isn't a thing for me. Or, everyone has baggage and things that is going to make it hard. Everyone.
Everyone. And yes. And so if you're listening to this and this is the first time you're ever listening, but to the whole calorie deficit thing, Listen, this one podcast is not going to be enough for you to be like, okay, done. I understand everything. You have questions. You have things that you need to figure out and listen to, keep listening to it and understand it deeply. And at the end of the day, like we have our calorie deficit boot camp that we did in March. The first video is still on the sneak peek. We have four, I think it's 4 or 3 podcasts on calorie deficit already, you guys. So if you
Yeah.
like, if you're listening to this and you're like, I want to just listen to everything related to calorie deficit.
Go re-listen to those.
Yes.
Those are good.
I think there's part 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So you need to go back because we did a great job really going deeply into explaining it. But the thing is that you need to understand that once you make peace with it, what a beautiful thing. Like, what a beautiful thing to understand that your weight loss journey is not on the other side of broccoli. And that it's not on the other side of a gym membership and crazy CrossFit workouts, that it's not on the other side of lunges, that it's, and also like we teach you. So that's that's like a universal, we don't hide it from anyone. That's not your weight loss material. This shit is not just your weight loss material. This is how life works. And I feel like if we've been taken away from our rights as people from the diet industry, like I feel like I was like, why was I not taught this at a young age instead of this person saying, eat chili for lunch?
I know.
Egg whites and salsa for breakfast. Why didn't he teach me that I had choices to make and that I had a life to live?
I know.
I'm upset.
You lost years of your life. And you know what? That's why when I see members, mostly we appeal to people like our age, like around like 30, 40. But when I see women who are in their like early 20s and they join Youre weight loss and they get that, I feel extra for them because I'm like, you get to live the rest of your life like this. I was lucky to get it. I don't know, 33, maybe I started my journey. So I was still pretty young, but like all my 20s were spent with so much noise, feeling so uncomfortable in my skin and my body and just not fun.
Not fun. And obviously, you know what? Any age, when I see someone just joining your weight loss, I'm like, you are giving yourself such a gift to be able to, because I know you're joining because you want weight loss and I get that. But I'm like, if you really embrace our message and our language and you really get it, you're legit going to change your personal life and the people around you are going to really embrace the energy and the happiness you're going to bring in the room. Like, I just know it. And so that's why I'm like, but it does, you guys, you do need to come in feeling like you know what you're getting into. And that's important to us.
Yeah.
And I think that you need to know that we are not going to focus much time on what you're eating, probably not at all, unless you're like, what's happening with what I'm consuming? I'm not losing weight. And we're just going to nicely say, your body's telling you that your lifestyle is not creating a deficit. Now you have choices to make. We are not going to make them for you. We're going to remind you how your body works. And then we're going to put all our time and our energy and our focus on so many things that we know come with weight loss, like dealing with the noise, dealing with the limiting beliefs, dealing with the people that surround you, dealing with adjusting your goals, dealing with emotions, binging, happiness, disappointment, the scale, how to talk to yourself. This shit takes time. Like I'm hoping that when you join your weight loss, you're like, this is a year process. Like I am transforming who I am inside and out. And so I need to give myself time. And I think, you know, what makes me sadder, is that a word? Is that the people that are joining, I think they're ready to give it the year, but then it's not attractive to tell the other people in their environment. You know what I mean by that? Like,
yeah, it's not sexy. What we are selling is not sexy. We're not going to say, hey, lose 30 pounds in 30 days. We're not selling them that.
I think and we've always said that, and you say that so well. I love when you say like, it's not sexy until it is.
Yeah.
And so, you know what's sexy, Leash, is when we're going to pretend we're like a new person. You know what's sexy, you guys, is when you have lost weight and you're keeping it off and people are like, holy shit, what did you do?
Yeah.
That is actually mind blowing to the people that surround you. And they don't like, they're like, what is even happening? They're so used to seeing weight loss and weight gain so quickly in the same freaking year that they don't even understand like this aspect of like long lasting weight loss until they find us, to be honest.
It's hard. It's hard for people to understand because they just came from the time where there were so many rules and they think they see someone that has lost weight and assume that must have sucked.
Oh my God. Did you see that comment? We need to talk about this. This girl on,
Was it on a TikTok?
no, it wasn't on a TikTok. It's actually a member on the group. And I think if I understood correctly, her post was that she said that she walked by a construction site, like walking, like she was out for a walk or a run. Either she was doing movement and
Okay.
someone yelled um,
No.
something like, it must be hard to like feel deprived so much, or like as in like yeah, it was like pretty intense. It got me fired up. As in like they just like assumed because she's moving her body, and it's like it's as if someone sees you eating a salad and they comment like it must be hard.
Oh, poor you. Can't eat
Yeah,
French
for you.
fries.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, and so I'm like, not only are we trying to deal with the people that are members and trying to change their language, that's why they need this environment. Ooh, let's talk about that. Just that Youre weight loss is this environment. It's an environment that they don't have in their own personal lives.
100%. 100%. It's that positivity. And you know what? Like, oh man, that group, the community group, did you even just see them today sharing their seat numbers and being like, hey, I'm going alone, but I'm sitting here. And they're like, hey, neighbor. They're like all connecting. I'm like, look at this just positive little, it's like we're in
Human.
it's like the Truman Show of the internet.
And for me, it's not even, it's the people need to understand that they are you listening. Hello. You are where you are today because of the people that surround you and the messages that you get on a daily basis. So that's why when you embrace our content and you're a member and you listen to our podcasts and videos and our weekly meetings and our daily lives, and you're like getting this content in this language and this vibe in your head, it really helps you shut the other noise that you have in your typical everyday environment. It could be at home, it could be at work. And you cannot, I'm sorry, you cannot strive. Is that a word? No. Yeah. Succeed. Is that, am I using it right?
You're going to keep going.
Okay. You cannot succeed to the level of your full potential by only having access to that environment that
Oh,
you are
100%.
today.
100%. Yeah. You need to see that it's possible. You need to be surrounded by other people that think different, speak different,
Yeah.
have different opinions and views on all the things. We
Yeah.
always say the outside world is like the wolves, and we give you guys everything we can, and then we have to send you back. You have to go to work with the wolves. You have to go eat supper with the wolves, but hopefully.
No, it's so true. We say it all
Yes.
the time. We're like, okay, we're like leaving them after the meeting. We're like, okay, bye, good luck.
Bonne chance.
But this was just to remind you that you are not broken. That's exactly what calorie deficit is, and that there is a fantastic, fantastic life waiting for you where you feel good in your skin and you're frigging eating what you want.
I mean, bam, like sign me up. Guys, I was there. Didn't also fully believe that it was possible until you start to live it. But I need to remind you one more time. In order to lose weight, all you need is an energy balance in the negatives. So you need more energy, less energy coming in than is going out. It is as simple as that. Your body requires energy to do the laundry, to think, to digest food. And if in that 24 hours you gave your body less than it required to do all of those things, it will go find it from your ass and it will use your ass for energy.
Your ass has tons of energy in it.
All the energy in your ass,
yes.
or your stomach or your legs or your thighs. Your body gets to decide where it takes it from, but it will take that stored fat and use that for energy.
And then you're going to use your values, your priorities, your preferences to choose what energy you want to put into your body.
Oh, that was good.
Yes. So I think that we need to talk about that. That's the part where don't misconceive. That's not a word.
Misconstrue.
Misconstrue. Oh, geez. Do not misunderstand what we're saying, that like it doesn't, like at the end of the day though, you need to take into account your values, your priorities. So Alicia, she takes in energy from beer. I don't. That is a part of her values. I take in a lot of energy from ice cream. She doesn't. You guys, I also take in a lot of energy from my huge salad at lunch. I value salads. Maybe you don't. Maybe you value sandwiches. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you need to figure all of this out, live your life, experience it, and say, okay, this is my way to create a deficit. It includes beer, ice cream, salads, running, walking. It includes eating with my family, not eating with my family, eating the same thing, not eating the same thing. That is your way.
I mean, it's so good.
Oh,
This has been packed full of goodness, you guys.
packed full of goodness. And I just want to say, like, this, we're starting our fall launch, which means our topics are all, they have started on August 21st. That was our first Saturday, new topic meetings, whatever. Our members now have access to a new section in their mindset program, which is your happiness. And we really are digging deep into our members, making sure, are you freaking happy? Are you doing this in the most beautiful way, which is your way? Are you doing that? Like, it's like sometimes people are so happy to share how much weight they've lost with us, and we're so proud of that. But like, are you happy as well? Like, that is so important to us, and I hope we do a good job at telling that to our members. Like, we're happy for you. We're happy you've lost weight, but we're happy when you're happy.
Yep.
Like, we're happy when you're eating what you want to eat.
And like that's the magic. And when you feel good in your skin, you don't have, there's no special number you need to get
Yeah,
to. It's
yeah.
just, where are you at and are you happy? That's it.
Are you happy?
Are you happy?
Are you happy? Are you choosing happy?
Uh
Okay, you guys.
Cheese.
So, I mean, we're being cheesy, but we love it. Maybe it's because it's 10:03
I was gonna say
p.m.
my eyes are burning.
My eyes, my forehead is burning. Like everything up at my upper nose, everything's burning. Man, that was good. We absolutely love what we do, and because you know why? Because we truly feel like what we have to offer changes people's lives. Like, we know that, and we believe it. If you embrace what we have to say and how we say it, and how it can legit, if we use it, if you don't just take in the content but you apply it, bam, that's the magic of your weight loss.
That's the magic right there.
Okay, so follow us everywhere. If you're not already following us, I mean, it's time. Join us. Like, this is the time where you should press join, you guys.
Yeah.
It's a 4-month commitment, which we think is a perfect time for you to feel like that's enough for you to see if this is as life-changing as we say it is. It's a good time for you to finish the year happy. 2021 has flown by. In 4 months, it's 2022. How is that
I
even
can't
possible?
believe it. I don't know.
Where did
I don't know.
2021 even go, right?
I blinked.
So,
I blinked.
I know. So let's finish it off feeling like we've done something that was productive and valuable to our lives. Not just weight loss, but to our lives and to chasing who we want to be finally, right?
Check.
Okay, follow us, like us,
share this. Please share this. Guys, we
Share
appreciate this. Obviously, we record these. This is just free content we put out into the world. And what you can do for us is share this. That really, really, really helps us out so much.
Yes, we appreciate when you do that. You guys tag us to your life.
Okay.
Okay, we love you. Bye.
Bye, guys.